The crumbling farmhouse loomed in the dusk as Maya Coleman handed over her last $900, every penny she had left. A single mom with a sick son, she was desperate, clinging to a dream of a home no one could take away. But the abandoned house she bought at auction held more than dust and decay. Hidden inside was a secret worth billions, a discovery so dangerous it got someone killed. Before we dive into Maya's story, let us know where you're watching from. Like and subscribe for more tales of courage and truth, and don't miss tomorrow's gripping episode. Maya Coleman's hands shook as she clutched the steering wheel, her old car rattling down a rural road. She was 34, a former nurse, and life had been kicking her hard for months. The hospital where she worked for 8 years shut down without warning. Now, she juggled 2 minimum wage jobs, one at a coffee shop, the other at a convenience store. She barely saw her 12-year-old son, Ethan, who needed expensive asthma meds she could hardly afford. Then came the worst news yet. Their landlord was selling their apartment building. They had 30 days to find a new place. The rental market was brutal. Prices had skyrocketed, and Maya's credit score was a mess. Her emergency fund, $900, scraped together dollar by dollar, was all she had left. It was their only safety net. One night, exhausted and scrolling through rental listings she couldn't afford, Maya stumbled across an ad that stopped her cold. The county was auctioning off tax-delinquent properties, most of the way out of her reach, but one caught her eye, an abandoned farmhouse on 3 acres, starting bid $750. The photo showed a sagging, peeling wreck of a house, but it was a house. Her house, maybe. Her best friend, Tasha, thought she was crazy. Maya, that place looks like it's one storm away from collapsing, Tasha said over coffee. What about Ethan's asthma? You can't live in a moldy dump. Maya sipped her coffee, her hands still trembling. I know it's a risk, but we're out of options. In 29 days, we're homeless. This could be ours. No landlord, no rent hikes. Tasha shook her head. You're betting everything on a haunted house. Maya didn't sleep that night. Her grandmother's words echoed in her head. Sometimes you have to risk everything to save everything. The next morning, she called in sick to the coffee shop, put on her only nice outfit, a blue coat from better days, and tucked her $900 into her purse. She dropped Ethan off at school, kissing his forehead. Wish me luck, baby, she said. For what? He asked, confused. I'll tell you later, she promised, forcing a smile. The county courthouse felt like another world. Men in sharp suits, property developers and house flippers, filled the auction room. Maya sat in the back, trying to blend in, her second-hand clothes making her feel small. She watched his property sold for thousands, her hope fading. Then the auctioneer called out, Property ID 45872, abandoned farmhouse at 1428, Old Mill Road. Vacant 15 years, significant structural issues, sold as is, starting bid $750. The room stayed quiet. No one seemed interested. Maya's heart pounded. She raised her hand slightly. $750, the auctioneer said, nodding at her. Do I have $800? A man in the corner, barely looking up for his phone, raised his hand. $800 from Mr. Reynolds. Do I have $850? Maya raised her hand again, her voice shaky. $850. The man glanced up, shrugged, and bid $900. Maya's stomach dropped. That was her limit. She couldn't go higher. Please, she said, standing now, her voice louder than she meant. I'm offering $900. The auctioneer frowned. The bid's already at $900, ma'am. I need $950. The man in the corner, Mr. Reynolds, looked at her, then back at his phone. Nah, I'm out, he said. Too much work. She can have it. Maya froze. The auctioneer's voice cut through her shock. Going once at $900. Going twice. Sold. She'd done it. She'd bought a house with her last $900. At the clerk's office, she handed over her cash, receiving a folder of paperwork and a single key. The clerk, an older woman, gave her a strange look. That's the Mercer place, isn't it? Not many folks would touch it. It's got a history. What kind of history? Maya asked uneasy. The clerk hesitated. Just old stories. It'd been empty a long time. Maya left the courthouse, key in hand, feeling both thrilled and terrified. She called Ethan's school, her voice trembling with excitement. I need to pick up my son early. It's a good emergency. 20 minutes later, Ethan climbed into the car, his face worried. Mom, what's going on? Maya grinned, hardly believing her own words. We have a home, Ethan. A real home that's ours. His eyes widened. You bought a house? With what money? All our money, she admitted. I took a big chance. Want to see it? They drove through winding rural roads, the GPS guiding them to a hidden driveway overgrown with weeds. When the farmhouse came into view, Maya's heart sank. It was worse than the photo. Gray was showing through chip paint, broken windows, a sagging porch. Ethan's excitement faded. We're going to live here? He asked, his voice small. It needs work, Maya said, forcing confidence. But it's ours. No one can make us leave. They stepped out, the air heavy with the scent of weeds. The front door creaked as Maya turned the key. Inside, the smell of mold and dust hit them hard. The living room was a mess of fallen plaster and animal droppings. Old furniture, a sagging couch, a rocking chair, sat covered in grime. They explored cautiously, Maya using her phone's flashlight. The kitchen had ancient appliances, the bathroom a clawfoot tub. Upstairs, for bedrooms and another bathroom, all in disrepair. Ethan started coughing, his asthma triggered by the dust. Maya grabbed his inhaler from the car, guiding him outside. As he breathed easier, she stared at the house, doubt creeping in. Had she made a terrible mistake? They couldn't stay in the house tonight. It was too dangerous. We'll sleep in the car, Maya decided, pulling a blanket from the trunk. Ethan fell asleep in the reclined passenger seat, but Maya couldn't rest. Tears slid down her cheeks as she stared at the dark silhouette of the house. Had she risked everything for nothing? Hey, viewers, what would you do with your last $900? Would you take a chance like Maya? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more incredible stories. Morning brought a surprise. An old pickup truck rumbled up the driveway, and a silver-haired woman stepped out, carrying a basket. I'm Iris Barnes, she called, live down the road. Saw lights here last night. Brought breakfast. The basket held warm muffins, coffee, and juice. Maya, touched by the kindness, introduced herself and Ethan. We just bought this place, she said. Iris raised her eyebrows. The Mercer place? You're brave. No one's touched it since Josephine Mercer disappeared in '89. Maya frowned. Disappeared? Iris nodded. Josephine just vanished. Left everything behind. Car, clothes, everything. Police thought she ran off, but I never believed it. She loved this place. Ethan, curious, asked, Is it really cursed? Iris smiled. No such thing as curses, young man, but houses hold memories. Josephine was a healer and herbalist, grew medicinal plants here, helped folks who couldn't afford doctors. Another truck pulled up, this one newer. A man and a teenage girl stepped out. Morning, Iris. The man said, I'm Sam Reynolds. This is my daughter, Lily. Maya recognized the name. You were at the auction, she said. Sam nodded. I flip houses, but you needed this place more than I did. Maya's throat tightened. Thank you. Sam shrugged. Don't thank me yet. This house is a beast. I brought tools to check it out. Maya hesitated. I can't pay you. Sam grinned. Did I ask for money? Just being neighborly. Sam inspected the house, his face grim. Foundation solid, stone from the 1800s. But the roof's shot, wiring's dangerous. Plumbing's a mess, and there's mold everywhere. Fixing it will cost at least $30,000. Maya's heart sank. That was impossible. Sam saw her face and added, I've got a camping trailer you can use. Clean, with plumbing. We'll park it here. Gratitude overwhelmed her. We'll pay you back somehow, she said. Sam waved it off. We'll figure it out. Meanwhile, Ethan and Lily explored the property, finding an overgrown garden and an old well. Mom, there's apple trees. Ethan called. And herbs, Lily added. Lavender, thyme, mint. Someone planted them. That night, in the borrowed trailer, Maya tried to stay upbeat for Ethan. It's like camping, right? Ethan was quiet, then asked, Why'd you buy this place, Mom? She sighed. I was desperate. Sometimes you take a crazy chance when you're out of options. He nodded. It feels important, like we're meant to be here. Maya couldn't sleep. She sat outside, staring at the house. A faint light flickered in an upstairs window, like someone holding a candle. She blinked. Sure, it was her imagination, but the feeling of being watched lingered. Days passed in a blur. Maya worked mornings, then cleaned the house. Sam fixed structural issues, refusing payment. Iris brought food and stories about Josephine, a botanist with a Cornell Ph.D. who'd left corporate research for this farm. She was brilliant, Iris said, had one blue eye, one brown, came here for peace, to grow her gardens. One evening, cleaning Ethan's future bedroom, Maya noticed a loose floorboard. Underneath was a metal box containing a journal, photos, and a brass key. The journal belonged to Josephine Mercer, dated in 1982. It detailed her life on the farm, her gardens, and her research into medicinal plants. She'd been studying a compound to treat Carter syndrome, a rare, deadly autoimmune disease. The photos showed Josephine, tall, striking, with mismatched eyes, in her thriving gardens. The key was heavy, ornate, with no clue what it opened. Maya read deeper into the journal. Josephine's tone changed, mentioning RP, someone pressuring her to sell her research. The final entry, from May 15, 1989, was chilling. Someone was in a lab last night. I'm moving everything important to the secondary location. If anything happens, the truth is hidden where only the right person will find it. Maya's heart raced. This wasn't just a house. It was a mystery. She visited the library, digging into old newspapers. Josephine's disappearance had been barely investigated. Police assumed she'd left voluntarily, despite her car and belongings remaining. A librarian who knew Josephine mentioned a man from Radcliffe Pharmaceuticals visiting her, driving a fancy car. Maya's research confirmed it. Richard Patton, CEO of Radcliffe, was RP. That evening, Maya showed Sam the journal. I knew Josephine, he said. She helped my wife with pain when she had cancer. I always thought her disappearance was suspicious. They explored the property, finding a hidden lab behind the house. The brass key opened its door. Inside was a microscope, jars of plants, and a safe containing notebooks with Josephine's formula, 94% effective against Carter syndrome. A letter confirmed her fear of Patton, who'd threatened her life. Hey, viewers, what would you do with a secret like this? Drop your thoughts below, and hit that subscribe button for more twists. Maya barely slept, Josephine's letter echoing in her mind. She found a medical breakthrough worth billions, and evidence of a crime. The next day, she met Dr. Ella Chun, her old hospital supervisor, at a cafe. Dr. Chun studied Josephine's notes, her eyes wide. This could cure Carter syndrome. It's worth billions. Maya nodded. But it's Josephine's. I want to honor her wishes. Dr. Chun agreed to connect her with a patent lawyer, but warned. Be careful. This is dangerous. Maya's fear grew. Someone knew about the research. That night, she found another hidden box in the house, containing newspaper clippings about Radcliffe's failed Carter syndrome trials and a cassette tape. On it, Josephine argued with Richard Patton, who threatened her if she didn't sell her formula. The evidence was damning. The next day, things escalated. The trailer's water turned brown. Someone had contaminated the well. Then Ethan's inhaler was sabotaged, filled with water. Maya's car brake lines were cut. Someone was trying to scare them. Or worse. A call from Richard Patton Jr. confirmed it. $1 million for the house and its contents, he said, then hinted at Ethan's safety. Maya refused, rage overtaking fear. Sam insisted they move to his house for safety. There, Ethan said he saw a woman, Josephine, pointing to the orchard, in a storm. They found another container under an apple tree, holding a microcassette with Josephine's final testimony. She recorded Patton's explicit threats, dated the day before she vanished. Maya called the FBI and Dr. Chun. The FBI was interested, already investigating Patton for other crimes. Dr. Chun connected her with a journalist, Catherine Weiland, who broke the story. Rural Mom uncovers pharmaceutical conspiracy. The article went viral, and the county judge reversed the injunction on Maya's property. The FBI found Josephine's remains in a state forest, confirming murder. Richard Patton was arrested, charged with murder and conspiracy. Radcliffe stock crashed as investigations deepened. Maya patented Josephine's formula, ensuring affordable access. The community rallied, restoring the farmhouse. Maya founded the Josephine Mercer Foundation, funded by ethical drug companies. Ethan's asthma improved, and he led garden tours. On the one-year anniversary, Mercer Gardens hosted a celebration. Maya stood on the porch, Sam beside her, their bond now deeper. A flicker in the upstairs window caught her eye. Josephine's spirit, perhaps, watching proudly. What do you think, viewers? Would you face a corporation to uncover the truth? Share your thoughts and subscribe for more stories of justice. Maya Coleman risked her last $900 on a crumbling farmhouse, hoping for a home for her and Ethan. Instead, she uncovered Josephine Mercer's billion-dollar secret, a cure for a deadly disease, and a murder hidden for 30 years. Facing threats from a powerful corporation, Maya stood firm, honoring Josephine's dream of healing for all. With the community's help, she transformed a cursed house into Mercer Gardens, a beacon of hope. Richard Patton faced justice, and Josephine's legacy lives on through affordable medicine and Maya's foundation. Sometimes a desperate gamble changes everything. What would you risk for truth? Let us know in the comments. If you love Maya's story, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more tales of courage and transformation. Tomorrow's episode is a shocker you won't want to miss.